A life that struggles with the lordship of Christ often lives in tension. The issue is rarely the assignment itself, but whether Christ truly has the right to direct, own, and govern every part of your life. An unyielded servant often wrestles with the following. 1. Resistance to God's direction. Instead of asking, "Lord, what do you want me to do?" there is often hesitation or resistance, "A why me? A why there? A can't someone else do it? A this costs too much." Jonah's initial response to God's call reflects this struggle. 2. Comparison with others. The heart begins comparing its path with others. A why is their journey easier? A why am I suffering while others prosper? A why wasn't I given a different assignment? Comparison often produces envy, resentment, and discouragement. 3. Bitterness toward sacrifice, trials, rejection, and hardship can be viewed as unfair burdens rather than opportunities to honor Christ. Obedience feels like loss, and suffering appears to be evidence that life has gone wrong. 4. Anxiety about the future. A life that has not fully yielded to Christ's ownership often fights to stay in control. A worrying about security, a protecting reputation, a fearing missed opportunities, or avoiding costly obedience. The struggle becomes one of self-preservation versus surrender. 5. Divided loyalties. The heart is pulled between a Christ's will and personal ambition, or eternal priorities and present comfort, a service and self-advancement. Such divided loyalties create inner instability. 6. Feeling trapped. Servanthood can begin to feel restrictive rather than liberating. Instead of saying, "I belong to Christ," the heart says, "I can't do what I really want." Devotion becomes a burden instead of a joy. 7. Honest lament. Not every struggle is rebellion. Even faithful servants experience weakness, questions, and seasons of deep pressure. Moses, Jeremiah, and David all wrestled with God while remaining devoted to Him. What is the deeper issue? The deepest battle is the question of ownership. A struggling heart often says, "Lord, I am yours," while still holding on to, "But I want final authority over my own life." This tension produces frustration, fear, delayed obedience, and spiritual exhaustion. But when the foundation of Christ's ownership over your life is settled, and you have made peace with Christ's terms of following Him, the struggle begins to give way to alignment. You come into sync with His purposes, His assignments, and His provision. What once felt like a burden becomes a privilege, because the life that belongs to Christ can trust Him completely, with both the calling and everything needed to fulfill it.